What up? This is Rapids. And so P. Diddy has been seen for the first time since the raid on his mansions. People were speculating if he had left the country or not. Now, they did track his plane that left out to the Caribbeans, and there was reports that he was out there on vacation because that's where he was headed before the raid. And they're saying that he did go ahead and he went out to the Caribbeans for vacation with his family, and now he's back because they spotted him in Miami with his two twin daughters who are 17 years old. They were at a golf club. So they said they were there for about 2 hours. So that means he's still moving around in America. He hasn't left the country. He's waiting it out. And I don't know, it looks like they're going to look over the evidence that they collected from his mansion and figure out if they can pursue an arrest, because any day now they could arrest him. It might take a month or two even. Who knows? But there's a chance he could be arrested, and then there's also a chance he might not be arrested as well. So we'll have to wait and see, because they had enough evidence to get the warrant for his home, but now they have to see, what's on all that information that they gathered, what's on the tapes, what's on the SIM cards and the footage that they collected. They said they found some heat in the home, but that's not really too big of a deal, really. So as of right now, we'll have to see if he's even going to get arrested, but he's moving around like he didn't do nothing. So there's a chance that he's innocent. His lawyer is saying that this is all blown out of proportion and he never did nothing. So we'll have to see what comes of this, if anything at all. But like I told you, they did get somebody that was with them on some substances. Now they are trying to say that Young Miami is also involved in moving substances for Diddy whenever he needs it by plane. They're saying that the substance goes in the luggage and they bring it to Diddy when he wants it. So they might try to turn that into a bigger deal. And that dude that they caught might end up talking. Maybe he's the one who told on Miami. Who knows? Because now everybody's saying Young Miami is involved in the same thing with moving those substances for him. So look, 50 Cent is working on a documentary on Diddy right now, and he said it's going to break records when it drops, and it's going to have a lot of information in it. So last time we saw a documentary like this was when they had an R. Kelly documentary. 50 didn't make that one, but after that documentary, they used that information to arrest him. So we'll have to see if this information has strong enough information to arrest him, if he might already be arrested by then, by the time this documentary drops. Who knows when it's actually dropping? But does that amount to telling? Is that like 50 Cent telling, since he's the one behind this documentary? Because I don't know if that's really the code of the streets for 50 to be making a documentary that might end up getting this Diddy involved in an arrest. So we'll have to see what is all in this documentary when it comes out. But yeah, your Suge Knight has responded to all this, and he is warning Diddy. He's saying that Diddy's life is in danger, and he's saying that he probably, might be involved in something bigger than just him. So if that's the case, they're saying that, well, Suge is saying that Diddy better be careful, because they might need to keep him quiet in case there's much more people involved than just Diddy. So Diddy might have to be the fall guy, is what Suge Knight is saying. And if Diddy knows a lot of secrets about who else is involved in whatever he might allegedly be involved in, Suge is saying that they might try to get rid of him. So this is the warning that Suge Knight is putting out about Diddy. So also Suge is saying if he ends up arrested and ends up in prison, that he has to watch his back, because a lot of people might take that opportunity to get at him. Now, I'm sure he's going to end up being in some type of protective custody if he does end up in prison. But even that, sometimes they might even be able to get him in there, depending on how deep this goes for real. So we saw, that things can happen while you're in prison. So this warning is coming from Suge Knight, and he's telling Diddy to watch his back. And so Diddy is in a lot of trouble right now, and he's still walking around like it's no big deal. So that's interesting that he's walking around like this. But you know, it almost looks like a media stunt, almost the way he's walking around with his daughters, like he's a family man. They said he was on a family vacation, so I think they're trying to use this in the media to kind of paint a better picture of him while he's going through all this. You know, because sometimes celebrities might set up a media event and they act like they're surprised they were just walking around, and they actually planned it. So sometimes celebrities plan media events like this to help clean up their image. So who knows if that's what he's up to with this whole golfing event, because I would think that he has more things to worry about right now than to be just moving around like nothing happened. But I guess it makes the public feel like, oh, maybe he's innocent. Maybe he feels like he has nothing to worry about. You know, the way he's walking around, playing golf with his daughters, and they're saying, oh, he's a family man. So it's really about public opinion, and it might help if, you know, they get a grand jury together, and then Diddy is already getting in the media trying to clean up his image. So that might help in maybe protecting him from any charges that might come from this. So look, this was my update. I'm gonna keep y'all posted. Y'all think that Diddy's gonna stick around in America, or do you think he's gonna try to leave out to where Russell Simmons is? Russell Simmons in this place called Bali or something. They're saying it's overseas somewhere, and he's living a peaceful life out there, because they said Russell Simmons had some accusations as well. So we'll have to see if Diddy might end up in the same place as Russell Simmons, maybe, just to try to escape all this. But I know they're watching him, and if his lawyer is saying the truth as far as him not having no flight restrictions, that means he actually could leave the country if he wanted to. Maybe. I mean, that's just what it sounds like according to the lawyer. So yeah, anyways, let me know what y'all think about all this. You think Diddy's gonna stick around? But yeah, it's cool that we finally saw him. You know, it's finally out that he is still in America and walking around still and living his life. So yeah, that's about it for today. This has been Rap Hits. I got some links for y'all in the comment section. I got some giveaways. Make sure you sign up to Rap Hits free email newsletters and all that. And yeah, that's about it. I'm out of here.